An unexpected and violent blizzard roared across the eastern slopes of Mount Everest in Tibet over the weekend, trapping nearly 1,000 trekkers in remote high-altitude valleys. What began as a scenic holiday trek turned into a desperate struggle against nature's fury, as heavy snow, rain, thunder, and lightning engulfed the region. The storm, which began late Friday, slammed into the Karma Valley, one of the main routes leading to the Kangshung face of Everest. The area, perched between 4,200 and 4,900 meters above sea level, became a white wilderness overnight. Visibility dropped to nearly zero as tents collapsed under snow, paths disappeared, and the air filled with the howling roar of wind. For the nearly 1,000 trekkers caught in the storm, including tourists from across China and abroad, survival depended on swift rescue coordination. By Sunday morning, around 350 had been safely guided to the township of Kudong. Another 200 remained in contact with rescuers, waiting for snow to clear before descending. Local villagers and government teams joined forces to open roads, lead stranded groups, and deliver food and blankets to those still trapped. Witnesses described terrifying scenes. "The snow came out of nowhere," said one trekker who spent the night huddled under a soaked tent. "It was cold, wet, and pitch dark. We could hear the wind tearing at our tents, and thunder echoing off the mountains." Authorities immediately suspended ticket sales for the Everest scenic area and halted new entries to prevent further disasters. Helicopters surveyed the region at dawn, while ground crews trudged through waist-deep snow to reach high camps. Despite the conditions, no fatalities were initially reported, a remarkable outcome given the scale of the storm and the altitude. Experts said the blizzard was the result of a sudden collision between moist monsoon air and a cold front sweeping from the north. October is traditionally one of the safer months for trekking on Everest's northern side, but this year's unstable weather patterns have brought unpredictability across the Himalayas. In neighboring Nepal, torrential rains triggered deadly floods and landslides that killed dozens the same week. The Tibetan blizzard underscores the growing vulnerability of adventure tourism in an era of shifting climate behavior. Trekkers and local guides have increasingly voiced concern that even safe seasons can turn dangerous within hours. "Mountain weather no longer follows the old rules," said one veteran guide. "You can plan for sunshine, but you must always prepare for the worst." As the skies began to clear late Sunday, exhausted but relieved survivors made their way back to base camps. Villagers opened their homes to the soaked and freezing visitors, offering hot tea and dry clothes. Many trekkers expressed deep gratitude to rescuers who braved sub-zero conditions to reach them. The storm's aftermath has prompted Tibet's authorities to review safety protocols and emergency infrastructure for high-altitude tourism. Questions linger about early warning systems, weather communication, and the preparedness of tour groups in extreme environments. For those who lived through it, the memory will not fade easily, a reminder that even on the world's most majestic mountain, the line between adventure and survival can vanish in a storm's breath.